Good. Yo, what's good, man? We back here, man. ISI, Health and Fitness. We told y'all we'd be back on Sunday. We're back on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here with my man E. Man D. What's good, D? D is in the building.
D Block.
D is in the building. I don't know if he hit his goals, though. He ain't had no goals, you know what I'm saying? So anyhow, we want to talk through the goals, man. E, my guy, what's good with you? How you feeling today?
Feeling fantastic, man. Feeling fantastic.
Oh, last night was a good night.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my man Lanray. Bro, we're gonna miss you, man. You're gonna do your thing out there in LA. Really good night, good vibe. Shout out to Shane, David, Sam, Ozzy, T.O., everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're here, man.
Yep.
Yo, this guy's a beast, yo. So let's even talk about that, man. You know what I'm saying? We got time. Yes. This is for the show.
Yes.
We got time.
Yes,
so
most definitely.
We went out. What time did you get back in the crib, bro?
Oh my God, I can't even tell you, bro. It was I can't even tell you, but it was just a beautiful thing, you know.
Now, I say that to say he still went to church.
Yep.
The guy still went to church while I did not make it. I did not make it, but there's grace. There's grace, right? There's grace, man. So you went to church, man. What was the word today in church, man? Let's talk about it, man.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's a beautiful thing. It's all about what God does, you know, in general. Like, you know, we're blessed in the sense that, you know, we have so many things that we try to use our might and our power to do. And we fail to realize that, you know, before we even tried, it was already done for us, right? Like we get to wake up today, something as simple as that, you know? It's just really just acknowledging what God has already done, right? And I would say, you know, a lot of us feel we worry so much about tomorrow and the day after and the future so much, and unfortunately we forget to realize that, you know, the one who has the future in his hands is the one we gotta trust, right? And that's essentially, you know, what today's scripture was really about. It's just trusting, right? Trusting his word. I mean, 'cause his word is really essentially what keeps us going and gives us that drive,
Right.
you know?
No, I appreciate you for sharing, man. We was talking about that yesterday, man. Me and David, we was chopping it up, and you know, it's deep, man. I think a lot of times we try to do things in our own power, right?
Yep.
And we fail to realize, like, you know, it's one, we can't do it in our own power, right? We can't do it. But to tap into God's strength and to really believe and have faith and operate in that, you know, in that way is the way to go. I mean, it's tough to do, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's not easy, but you know, I appreciate you sharing that, man. That's big.
No doubt.
All right, look, man, you doing cameos. You gotta go, man. You gotta go.
You gotta cut him up. Cut him up the picture,
there, man. He's heavy, man. No, that's real, man. So, no, man. Shout out to you getting the girls ready. This cat has 2 daughters, and you know, got them ready. Took them to church. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you for getting there, man.
No doubt. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, that's good. Shout out to Pastor Ita as well, man. Thanks for the message. So let's move on, man. Let's move on to accountability. You know, we were here last week. We told you guys, we put some numbers out there. We put some things out there, and we want to be accountable. So this is where it's at, man. ISI, Health and Fitness, man. So how'd you do with your goals, eh?
Well, if you guys recall, so my goal was to do 5,000 push-ups and for the whole week, and also do 10 miles. Right, that was key, and we hit it, man. Like we had no choice because we knew we gotta come back today and talk about it, right? So you know, it's just amazing, you know, having the opportunity to do that. So for me, it was 850 per day. So I just kept that consistently for 6 days. Like I said, I capped out at 5,000, and then you know I did 3 miles for 6 days as well on the treadmill. So I just mixed that into my workouts, you know? And it's funny too, because when we think about 5,000 push-ups, it sounds like, oh my God, it's a lot. I mean, it's a big deal. But at the same time, for me, it's more like, you know, you gotta break it up. Because 850 per day sounds a lot, but I break that up 3 times. So what I typically do in the morning is I get up and I do 300. That's no matter what, right? 300 first thing in the morning, and then I do another 300 in the afternoon, and then the rest of it is at night doing the gym. So I go to the gym at night. But it was just beautiful, you know, to just be able to set a goal, and it's not the first time, right? This is kind of my routine, anyways. But to actually say it publicly that you're gonna hit 5,000, it's like there's no excuses, right? You gotta do it. You know?
Yeah, well done, bro. And then you're saying you did 3 miles a day, so that's like 18 miles.
18 miles, yeah. So 18 miles, correct, for 6 days. So that was Monday through Saturday on the treadmill. So I know the goal was 10 miles, but I said, you know what? 3 miles. Let me try to, and so that's like another hour and so on the treadmill, based on the pace I was going. But it's a beautiful thing, man. I always say trust the process.
Process.
We're just blessed to be able to even come out and say we're going to do something, and then actually, continue doing it, right? And it's not even about, right? Not so much about the end goal, but really the process. I think that's the key. Just being able to enjoy, being able to enjoy that. Yep.
No.
Shout
out to you, man. Well
Appreciate
done, bro.
you, man. No doubt.
I mean, and he said some things. I mean, health is wealth, man. I was talking to Phil and a couple of folks yesterday, David, Tony, and the big thing is, man, if you're healthy, man, it's a big deal, man. You know what I'm saying? No amount of money. I'm sure anybody would give any amount of money to be healthy, right? So, I think part of us being good stewards of what we've been blessed with and given is if we have our health, then you have to take care of yourself, man. Take care of your body, you know what I'm saying? And that comes with working out, exercising, dieting, doing the right things, So it's an ongoing process. So, I like what you said, trust the process. For me, I told you guys I was going to do 700 push-ups, which is 100 push-ups a day, starting from Sunday, and we're back on Sunday, but to Saturday. And I said I was going to do 10 miles. And the interesting thing is, I got to 850 push-ups. I did 850, so I surpassed that goal by 150. And then, funny enough, I finished my miles today because of the accountability that I have to E and to you guys. I was like, I got to jump into the gym. And I went to the gym, Planet Fitness, down the street, and I got 2.5 miles in. So I ended up, just over 10 miles, which was my goal, was 10 miles. But my reflection on it is this, too. I feel like, and E mentioned this before, SMART goals, right? You want to do SMART goals because it boosts your confidence to hit those goals. Like when you don't hit those goals, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. But there's also a bit about challenging yourself, pushing yourself. You know what I'm saying? I know my man Goggins talks about how we operate on the 40% rule, right? We're only really pushing ourselves to 40%. There's a governor in our mind that doesn't let us go past 40%. So I think when we set these goals, we just have to push ourselves, but also make them realistic. You know what I'm saying? So for me, 700 push-ups wasn't really much. I knew I was going to hit that goal, but it was a good start, right? Because what we want to do is we want to create sustainable lifestyle changes, right? So that's the big thing. So, I could have went ham and probably hit the 5,000 push-ups that he did, but then that was just for that week. And then, the next week I'm not doing no push-ups, right? So I want to try to slowly ramp up to something that's going to be consistent, because consistency is key, right? Consistency is really the key to success, as I feel, So good week, I think, for both of us. You know what I'm saying? Enyi is operating on a different level, Superman level. But the funny thing about that is, as you slowly increase your consistency and push yourself, like he said, it sounds crazy because when we first started this, it sounded crazy because we weren't on that level. Like he wasn't doing 5,000 push-ups in a week. We weren't doing that. But as we started ramping up and stuff, we're like, that doesn't seem that crazy. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, you got to run your own race, right? Some of y'all are looking at this and y'all might be doing 10,000 push-ups a week. Hey, that's good. Congratulations to you. I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's your race. You know what I'm saying? And some people might be only doing 20 push-ups a week. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Run your own race, but consistency is key, right? And then push yourself to gradually increase. So my thing is this. So next week, we're in a new week, right? I'm going to push myself a little bit. I think the 850 push-ups averaged out to about 121 or 26 push-ups a day. So I'm going to ramp that up. Just slowly, incrementally. I'm going to go for this week. My new goal is going to be 150 push-ups a day. I think that takes me to 1,050 in 7 days, right? And the big thing is, I've talked to him, I've talked to guys on ISI, And one of the big things I've struggled with that I want to do is waking up early, right? So I'm going to try and wrap this goal in. So the other thing I also struggle with sometimes is when we talk about some crazy big numbers like that.
Right.
In my head, it's like, I got to start, I got to do 300 push-ups. Like, and that kind of, that hurts me, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to start, right? So I'm going to try and finagle the system. Let's try and finagle the system. And what I'm going to do is, this is what I'm going to do for this week. Like I said, I'm going to go with the 150 push-ups a day, but I'm going to do a 6 o'clock wake up. A 6 o'clock wake up, 6 a.m. wake up. And in that 6 a.m. wake up, the first thing I'm going to do is at least 10 push-ups. Now, this is an experiment, and I think this experiment is going to work out for me. But my accountability to you is to do the 150 push-ups every day for the 7 days or whatever. But wake up at 6 o'clock and just do at least 10 push-ups. After the 10 push-ups, I can go back to sleep if I want to.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that 10 push-ups is the momentum that I need to go ahead and start my day. And you know, as I talk about that whole mental block and that whole, I got to start and do 500 push-ups. No, I just got to do 10 push-ups. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah. So, but I feel like that 10 push-ups is going to jumpstart me into, you know, doing the rest and having a good week. So I'm going to do that. And then what also I'm going to do is I did 10 miles. I'm going to do 12. I'm going to do 12. You know what I'm saying? Incremental process. You know what I'm saying? I'll do 12 miles for y'all, man. What do you, my God, what are you trying to do this week, man?
I like that.
Let's talk about it.
So I'm going to run mine back again. So I'm going to keep the 5,000, just where I'm at. But what I've done, and I'm going to add, is some pull-ups to that. All right. So, you know, and I've kind of thrown that in there here and there, but I want to consistently add for the whole week 100 pull-ups a day.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so it sounds like a.
Yeah, I've only done 75 push-ups. 75 pull-ups. So that's my record in a day. So that's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna add that in. And again, because I was already kind of doing, 50 to 100 every now and then, but I'm gonna set a goal there, and that pull-ups usually what I do is I do it at the gym. So for me, that's four sets of 25. All right, and there's a process to that. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do that, and I'll give you guys, I'll give you some updates on how that goes. Right. But that's good. I'm gonna set that up, and I think the good thing you talked about is, what we said, don't focus so much about the number. Don't focus so much on that number as much, because obviously day one is today, right? Day one always starts today.
Right.
So, but you'd be surprised, as Folaji just mentioned, consistency. We're talking like this, but if we just did that 10 a day, as I said, wake up every morning and do 10 push-ups, and you do that consistently, and look at yourself a year from now, I guarantee you, right? You may not even see physical differences, but you will feel different, right? You'll feel better. It's only common sense, right? So that's gonna be my goal. So I'm gonna mix in. So I'll keep the push-ups the same. I'll keep the miles the same. So keep the 10 miles, and then just add this pull-ups to it. So I'm gonna do that.
I love it. Look, y'all let us know what y'all goals are gonna be for this week, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it could be 1 push-ups, it could be 1 mile, it could be, whatever, man. Getting off the couch. Just like you said, man, day one starts today, man. And I love the fact that day one always starts on Sunday, right? So,
Yep.
Hey, we're gonna have multiple day ones, man. But again, the biggest thing is starting now, and then again, we're in November, right? Thanksgiving's coming up, right? People are gonna eat, that's cool. But it'd be nice to get into a routine so you can roll through it in the new year, right? So you don't have to go to New Year, January 1st, 2023, saying, okay, I'm gonna start. It doesn't usually work out like that. People say they're gonna start by the end of January, they stop. So it's nice to start now. Hey, we're here to help you, man. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you guys think. What is your challenges to being consistent? What challenges you, and what kind of barriers do you have to overcome to be consistent? Because I think everybody wants to be consistent, but it's hard, right? You know what I'm saying? We got kids, you got life, everything, there's always an excuse. Right?
Absolutely.
Easy to make an excuse. So, it's just how you persevere, man. How you keep going. So I think this is going to be a good week.
Yep, and remember, trust the process.
Trust the
right?
process.
The fact that you get to wake up, it's already a blessing in itself, right? So you just get to wake up and just have fun, And that's why I love what you said. Run your race, right? This is not a competition between, Folaji, myself, or anybody, right? So this is you and yourself, right? And it's really between you and God at the end of the day. I mean, that's really what matters, right? So just enjoy life, man, and just enjoy the process. I mean, that's the key, And I think if a lot of us just dwell on that, I mean, that's it, one step at a time.
One step at a time, man. I love it, man. So you guys, let us know, man. Let us know. We're definitely looking forward to shouting you guys out. Those of you guys that joined and set weekly goals. We're here, man. We're here to build you up. We're here to encourage you guys. Really, you're doing that is going to encourage us as well. So
that's it.
So we're gonna do this, man. New week, new day, and we'll get it done, man. So shout out to you guys, ISI. Looking forward to bringing you guys into the community.
Peace.